This is the Dallas Morning News. It's Friday, May 23rd. Sunny and very warm in the DFW area today, with a high expected to compete with the daily record of 96 set back in 1996. Clear skies tonight with an overnight low of 76. Saturday will be a near carbon copy with a high of 96 and a low of 76 expected. Sunday will bring the possibility of rain and thunderstorms in the area with a high of 93 and a low of 71. Memorial Day will be a good bit cooler but also wet. A near 100% chance of rain and thunderstorms will rumble across North Texas. The high will be 79 and an overnight low of 65. Here are today's headlines. Plainclothes federal agents detained several people this week at the immigration court in downtown Dallas, continuing a pattern seen at courts across the country. Reporters for the Dallas Morning News on Thursday witnessed agents detaining 4 people, including at least 2 people whose immigration cases were dismissed prior to their detention. The sequence of events is similar to what is reportedly taking place in cities such as Seattle, Phoenix, and Miami, as the federal government steps up its expedited removal process. Among those detained in Dallas was a Venezuelan man who was sitting in courtroom 6 without representation for his first removal proceeding hearing. Instead of receiving a future court date to argue against his deportation, the government attorney moved to dismiss his case. With nothing else to discuss, he left, but just as quickly re-entered the courtroom, looking panicked and trying to speak with an interpreter in Spanish. Immigration and Customs Enforcement were waiting for him in the hallway. Judge James Nugent responded by saying, "That's between you and ICE. Court is finished for you." Several federal agents in plain civilian clothing, wearing jeans, ball caps, and running shoes, detained him in the hallway outside the courtroom. None had visible law enforcement badges. The agents escorted him past a set of double doors and disappeared. In other news, when President Donald Trump announced a 90-day pause on most tariff spikes on April 9th, consumers breathed a sigh of relief. The hikes were expected to send prices of imported goods soaring, but the stay offered a moment of quiet for Texans bracing for impact at the grocery store and in restaurants. Across the food industry in Dallas-Fort Worth, business owners describe a sense of uncertainty and concern not felt since the pandemic. Some food businesses, both large and small, have been forced to deal with massive swings in the cost of Chinese imports, as tariffs seesawed from 145% to 30%. The 10% tariff on items from the European Union has also caused stress for Texas restaurants and other food businesses, sending some into overdrive as they calculate and strategize solutions for what-if scenarios. Simply put, tariffs are a tax levied on products the U.S. buys from other countries. These taxes are collected at the border. Most of the time, the importer passes the additional cost onto the distributor, who passes it on to the store owner or restaurateur, who passes some or all of it to the consumer. Next up, a proposal allowing a period for prayer and reading religious texts in Texas public schools cleared a key vote Thursday. School trustees would have to decide whether their districts would offer students and staff the period outside of instruction time under a bill that House lawmakers voted 91 to 51 to advance. The Senate passed the measure in March. It's expected to pass the House on Friday and go to Governor Greg Abbott to be signed into law. If adopted by trustees, public campuses would have to provide the daily period, and parents would have to sign a form to allow or forbid their child's participation. GOP leaders said the bill protects religious freedom, but Democrats pushed back, calling the measure constitutionally ambiguous by infusing religion into public schools. The debate came the same day the U.S. Supreme Court deadlocked in a case that effectively blocked the creation of the country's first public religious charter school in Oklahoma. Tom Cruise surprised Dallas moviegoers Thursday at advanced screenings of Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. He appeared at the Cinemark on Webb Chapel Road and the AMC in NorthPark Center, Both theaters are equipped with IMAX technology, a format Cruise has long supported. When Cruise announced the Dallas visit earlier this month, he mentioned trying some delicious barbecue. True to his word, he stopped by the Pecan Lounge in Deep Ellum, where he ate beef ribs, brisket, sausage, and turkey. Cruise, who portrays espionage unit leader Ethan Hunt in the Mission Impossible films, has been globetrotting in promotion of the franchise's 8th installment. And have you ever wondered whatever happened to your favorite Dallas restaurant? What's going on with that project in your neighborhood? Curious Texas could help you find the answer. With Curious Texas, the Dallas Morning News invites readers to ask questions about North Texas and the Lone Star State. It's a chance for you to join the reporting process and help choose what topics the newsroom covers. What questions do you want Curious Texas to investigate? Submit them now at CuriousTexas.com. Thanks for listening. For more on today's stories and the latest breaking news, visit DallasNews.com. Enjoy your extended weekend, and I'll be back on Tuesday with more from the Dallas Morning News.